Is all our company here?
You are best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name which is not fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the name of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and the merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourself.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready! Name what part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus,
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
a lover that kills himself, most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest, yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Ercles rarely, or a part to tear a cat in, to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now name the rest of the players. This was Ercles' vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Dear Peter Quince,
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
what is this be a wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face, let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Sign, sign, ah, Pyramus, lover dear, thy Thisbe dear, and lady dear.
No, no, you must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Snout, the tinker.
Dear Peter Quince,
You Pyramus' father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner, you the lion's part. And, I hope, here's a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it to me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for there's nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you shall do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us all, every mother's son.
That would hang us, every mother's son. I grant you, friends, if that you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you as 'twere any nightingale.
You can play no part,
Right,
but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man,
right.
as one shall see in a summer's day. A most lovely gentleman-like man, therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
Masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tonight, and meet me back here by moonlight. Then we will rehearse. For if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of our properties, such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and then we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains! Be perfect! Adieu! Are we all met?
Pat, this green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake a tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Fire Larkin, a parlous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say, we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And, for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No. Make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same effect, Ladies! Or Fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity of my life. No, I am no such thing. I am man as other men are. And there, indeed, let him name his name, and tell them plainly he is not the joiner. Well, it shall be so. But there is 2 hard things, that is, bring the moonlight into a chamber, for, you know, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
A calendar! A calendar! Look in the almanac! Find out moonshine! Find out moonshine!
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why, then may you leave a casement of the great chamber window, where we play, open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lanthorn, and say he comes to this figure, or to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster, or some loam, or some rough cast about him, to signify wall, and let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be so, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break. And so, everyone, according to...
What hempen homespun are we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What, a play to word? Oh, I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus, this speech stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savour sweet.
Odors, odors.
Odors, savour sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice! Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus that never played here.
Must I speak now?
Hey, Mary, you must. For you must understand, he goes but to see a noise that he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of colour like the red rose and triumphant briar, most frisky juvenile and eke most lovely Jew, as true as 'twas horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninna's tomb, man. Why? you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. And Pyramus enter. Your cue is past. It is never tire.
Oh, as true as horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Phoebe, I were only thine.
Oh monstrous, oh strange, we are haunted. Pray masters, fly masters, help!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you around through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometimes a horse I'll be, sometimes a hound, a hog, a headless bear. Sometimes a fire, and neigh, and bark, and grunt, and roar, and burn like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
Why do they run away? This is unknavory of them to make me afeard.
O bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an asshead of your own, do you?
Bless thee, bottom. Bless thee, thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could, but I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, that they shall hear I am not afraid. The ouzel cock so black of hue, with orange tawny blue, the throstle with his notes so true, the wen of his little quill.
Oh, what angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, with the plain song cuckoo gray, whose note full many a man does murmur, and dares not answer I. For, indeed, who would set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give the bird a lie? So he cry, cuckoo, never so.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note. So is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtue's force perforce doth move me, on first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that, and yet to say the truth, reasons and love keep little company together nowadays. The more the pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can Greek upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as you are beautiful.
Not so neither, but if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I'd have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so, that thou shalt, like an airy spirit, go. Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy. Sleep thou, and I will win thee in my arms.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hey ho! Huh? Peter Quince, Luke the bellows mender, Snout the tinker? Starveling! Got my life stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream, past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass. If he go about to expound this dream, methought I was, there is no man can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had, but man is but a patched fool, if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It will be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom, and I will sing it in the latter end of a play, before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt, he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
Yeah, and the best person too.
And he is a very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there is 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom, thus have he lost sixpence a day during his life. He could not have escaped sixpence a day, and the Duke had not given him sixpence a day for playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. Sixpence a day in Pyramus, or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Hey, woohoo, Bottom! Woo, Bottom! Woohoo!
Bottom, oh most courageous day, oh most happy hour.
Masters, I am to disclose wonders, but ask me not what, for if I tell you, I am no true Athenian. I will tell you everything, right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look over his part, for the long and short it is. Our play is preferred. In any case, let Thisbe have clean linen, and let not him that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And, most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breaths, and I do not doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away! Go away. Go.
If we offend, it is with our good will, that you should think we come not to offend, but with good will, to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to contest you. Our true intent is, all for your delight. We are not here, that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show, you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath read his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he hath played on his prologue like a child on a recorder, a sound, but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next? In this same interlude it doth befall that I one snout by name presents a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often very secretly, "This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall, the truth is so, and this cranny is right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper."
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence!
O grim looked night! O night with hue so black! O night, whichever art when day is not! O night! O night! Alack, alack, alack! I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot, and thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that standest between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through of mine eyne. Psst, wall. Thanks, courteous wall, Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss! Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see your voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love thou art, my love I think.
Think what thou wilt, I am thy lover's grace. Wilt thou at Nini's tomb meet me straightway?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay. Thus have I while my part discharged so, and being done, thus while away doth go.
This is the silliest stuff that I ever heard. You, ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough in wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I, one snug sojourner, am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast, of a good conscience.
The very best at a beast, my lord, that ever I saw.
This lantern doth the horn moon present. Myself, the man in the moon, do seem to be. All that I have to say is to tell you that the lantern is the moon. I, the man in the moon. This thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is old Nini's tomb. Where is my love?
Roar!
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, moon. Truly, the moon shines with a good grace.
And so the lion vanished. And then came Pyramus. Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to take true as Thisbe's sight. But stay, O spite! But mark, poor night, what dreadful dole is here! Eyes, do you see? How can it be? A dainty duck, oh dear! Thy mantle good, what, stained with blood? Approach, ye furies fell! O fates, come, come! Cut threads and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell! O wherefore, nature, didst thou lion frame? Since lion the vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears confound, out sword and wound, the pap of Pyramus, that left pap, which heart doth hop. Thus die I, thus. Now am I dead, now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die, Die.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover.
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
Sleep, my love? What? Dead? My dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak, speak, quite dumb? Dead? Dead? A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These my lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, are gone. Lovers make moan, his eyes were as green as leeks. O sister three, come, come to me, with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since you are sure with shears his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword, come, blade, my breast embryo. And farewell, friends, thus this be ends. Adieu, 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 adieu. Moonshine and lion are left to bury.
Hey, woe too.